There we go. Good morning. Monday, May the 6th. This is day 9 of our Muskoka Lakes flood update. It's just after 11 o'clock and wanted to update everyone as to what's really going on around here. The MNRF continues to cut flows of water coming into Bracebridge and ultimately then Lake Muskoka. Because of this, we have seen a decrease, thankfully, for the first time on the upper lakes, Lake Rosso and Lake Joe. We've seen a decrease of about a half an inch in the last 24 hours. On Lake Muskoka, we've seen almost a 1 to 2 inch drop on Lake Muskoka in the last 24 hours, and the Moon River, we're noticing about another 1 to 2 inch drop on the Moon River. We're on the right track. That's the great news about this. We do have some couple sunny days. A little bit later on this week, we're forecasting some rain, so hopefully we can get some water out of the system. It takes time at the end of the day. The recovery of this for water level receding, if you think about, let's say, an inch of water a day, maybe 2 inches of water a day, how long it's going to take to remove 3 feet of water. Please be aware, come May 2-4, many properties will still be underwater. We're talking probably to early June before water levels get back to some sense of normalcy. I'd like to talk about recovery of debris on the lakes. Again, first of all, if you're out on the water, there's a boating restriction on Lake Muskoka. Unless you are island access or emergency vessel, you are not allowed to be out on the lake, and the police are monitoring. On Lake Rosso and Joe, if you're out on the water, please at idle. No matter where you are on the water, no matter how far you are from shore, your waves are doing damage. We're trying to contact all the marinas, all of the contractors, everyone who's out there, but please only at idle while you're on the water. As the debris floats around the lake, if something floats into your property, please, if you can remove it from the water, do so. Obviously, the objects floating around the water are hazards to navigation. If they're too large to remove, docks, for example, that have floated into your place, please secure them as best you can to shore and contact the Township Muskoka Lakes to advise us what has floated into your shore, and we'll be working on removing that in the future dates. Again, we are still under a state of emergency. We are not in a recovery phase yet. When this will happen, we're unsure. There are still people who are underwater. There are still people's homes who are threatened. We're trying to mitigate all of these damages, but pretty much I would assume and hope that when our road structure and infrastructure reopens across, that we could lift the state of emergency. But if people's homes are still cut off by roads, we are probably going to stay under a state of emergency until such a time. The final thing I really want to talk about is sandbags. Those people who have sandbags, please keep them at your property right now. We will be having depots. 3 yards, our Ramwood Yard in Port Carling, our Glen Orchard Yard in Glen Orchard, for example, through Service Bala, and then also our Patterson Yard out near the Utterson area would be the 3 main yards that we'd be able to receive sandbags to dispose of them appropriately. Right now, though, please keep them at your property. We have yet to hear back from the ministry regarding disaster recovery for those homes. More updates hopefully tomorrow on that. Apart from that, please be safe and enjoy the little bit of sunshine, and let's keep our fingers crossed that our water levels can continue to recede. Thank you. Have a great day.